Hi, I'm Hannah Wallace.
And I'm Sahana Karthik, reporting from the Lobby Observer.
Today we got the opportunity to speak with WHS 2022 alumni Matthew Willar, a former co-editor of the Lobby Observer.
Throughout his time at Westborough High School, Matthew was the varsity basketball team manager, participated in student council, and became a frequent contributor to the Lobby Observer.
Currently, he is a freshman at Assumption University in Worcester, Massachusetts, and is majoring in communications.
Let's turn it over to Diya, who will be catching up with Matthew about his high school and college experience.
Hi, I'm Diya Bhattacharya, and I'm here with Westborough High School alumni Matthew Willar. Matt, I understand that you were part of the journalism program at Westborough. How did you get involved?
So I started as a sophomore. I wish I started earlier just because it was such a great experience. But some basketball players were involved in it, and since I was friends with them, they kind of told me I should try taking it. And I ended up doing it for the rest of my high school career, and I was a co-editor my senior year, and it was a really fun experience.
Yeah. Tell me about Journalism 1. What did you take away from that class?
It was a lot of current events, and I got to just be more aware of the world. Mrs. Stoker really picked good current events to talk about, and it was just interesting. Got to learn more about the world than we would in other classes.
Right, and in your 3 years in the journalism program at Westborough High School, between Journalism 1, Journalism 2, and Advanced Journalism, what are the most important skills that you took away into college?
Just being able to communicate effectively.
Yeah.
Just having these conversations are very important, not just over the phone or something. Just being able to tell a story, to talk to someone, and just to know how to interact with people.
Right. And I understand that you're a communications major at college. How is that an extension of journalism class in Westborough?
Well, it hasn't really started yet because I'm in a Catholic school. There's a lot of core requirements. But I have taken one class, and I was definitely prepared for it from the high school, especially journalism, just knowing the skills of communication.
Yeah. How did you become involved with the Lobby Observer and get the editor position?
So my junior year, it was the COVID year. I was in Journalism 2, and I just did a lot of, I really tried to produce more content than I did my sophomore year. And I think I just got recognized for that, and Mrs. Stoker and the seniors at the time thought I'd be a good person for the job. So.
Yeah. And what was that like, doing broadcasts during the COVID year?
It was very hard. We weren't able to come here to Westborough TV ever. We kind of just had to do it at the high school. We had to do masks and all that, and it was very difficult, but we got through it. I think it was a good practice for my senior year, and at least we got to be in school for some of the time. So.
Yeah. All right, and was that the year that you interviewed Will.i.am?
Yes. Yeah, that was my junior year.
Yeah. How did you, get in touch with Will.i.am and eventually interview him?
Yeah, I just sent him a message on Instagram, and he got back, which was very surprising to me. And then it just went from there. He sent me videos of him answering the questions I asked, and we, produced
And, did you feel any, nervous or very excited, and did that lead to anything else?
I was very excited because I got the chance to do it.
Yeah.
I wasn't as nervous because I wasn't really asking him questions directly, over FaceTime or something. But it did lead to me being able to go to a concert in June. I got free tickets, and we flew down to Miami, which is very exciting.
Nice. Sounds really fun. Now, back to Westborough High School. Were you involved in any other clubs and activities?
Yeah, I was on student council for all 4 years. I was the fundraising overseer my senior year. And that was just a fun experience to be with a lot of people, working as a group, teamwork, planning school events. I really liked the concessions because I was in charge of that.
Do you think that those communication skills that you learned in the journalism program were able to help you be really successful in a lot of different positions at the high school?
Yeah, I think so for sure. Just working with people. We got to do a lot of that group work in journalism, and student council was very similar to that. So
yeah. I want to dive deeper into your college experiences. What made you decide to go into communications?
Yeah, I mean, probably Mrs. Stoker in the journalism program, I would say, because out of everything I learned in high school, that was my favorite and my most enjoyable class. So just my love and for writing, I think, kind of inspired me to go to that path.
And you said that, you really are passionate about writing, but how do you feel about broadcasting? Because there is a focus on that in this program.
Yeah, I don't like to be in front of the camera. I'm fine being interviewed, but I'm not really good with anchoring and all that stuff. I'm more to be behind the scenes. So if I'm forced to do it, I'll do it, but it's definitely not, I'm not as good at it as I am a writer.
And do you have a school newspaper at Assumption College?
Yes, it's called the Provoc, and we meet every Thursday, and I write a lot for that.
Okay, and no broadcasting?
We haven't done any broadcasts yet, no.
That's interesting. Can you tell me about some of the pieces that you've written for Le
Provoc, yeah.
Le Provoc, yeah.
I've done a lot of sports articles, just like straight news, because that's what I did a lot in high school, so I wanted to keep doing that, and I've gotten published a lot, so it's been really nice.
Yeah. You seem really interested in sports journalism, and you did say that, right, that you did a lot of that in high school.
Yes.
So, do you mind telling me about some of the pieces that you wrote for the Lobby Observer?
Yeah, so I did a lot of Celtics pieces, because I like the Celtics. I'm a basketball person.
Yeah.
I also like to cover the school teams. I produced a lot of those broadcasts we did last year for sports teams. And yeah, just stuff like that. I was part of the full court press as well. So.
Right. And you were the manager for the boys basketball team.
Yes.
Do you think that, really helped getting up close with the players and the strategies of the team?
Yeah, definitely, to have that interaction. It was definitely beneficial, especially just for getting scores and stuff to people. So, yeah.
Yeah. And, did you take any skills from that in student council into college? I know I already asked about like the Lobby Observer and journalism program.
I think student council definitely helped me for sure, just being with people and knowing how to interact. The basketball was just something I did for fun. I really enjoyed it, so. But yeah, I'd say a lot from student council.
Yeah. I had the opportunity to read your senior testimonial, and I really liked it.
Thank you.
But you talked about one of your experiences on student council. I think it was going into your sophomore year, elections. Is there anything else that you've learned from that and that you can share with viewers? Yeah,
just don't be afraid to be yourself and express yourself. I mean, that was a tough experience, but I got through it. I ended up being on the executive board my senior year, so just keep persevering and you'll get what you want.
All right. It seems that, from reading that testimonial that you learned a lot in your 4 years of high school. Has any of that been similar to your college experience so far?
I think Westborough High School as a whole just helped me get ready for college, and I've really been enjoying it so far. So I think, high school has really prepared me for it. And
once again, going back to your high school experience, what is the best piece of advice that you have for current WHS students? And
just live in the moment, because it goes by super fast. I remember my freshman year just at my student council retreat, and it just it goes by really fast. So just enjoy every moment, because it is very fun. It's a lot of stress, but there's a lot of good things to it. So just enjoy it while you can.
Really helpful advice. What are you looking forward to going into your second semester of your freshman year at college?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to starting my major classes, starting to get into more in-depth with journalism, and just looking forward to what's going to happen next.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting. Once again, this is Matthew Willar. Thank you for being our guest. And I'm Diya Bhattacharya, reporting for the Lobby Observer. Back to Sahana and Hannah in the studio.
We are glad to hear that Matthew's time at WHS has helped him in his first semester of college.
Definitely, and we wish Matthew the best of luck in his upcoming semester.
This is Hannah Wallace
and Sahana Karthik signing off from the Lobby Observer at Studio 33 at Westborough TV.